Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. But if you guys are new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Brandon, aka the BrandoCritic, and I'm here today to tell you whether or not The White Tiger is worth the watch today. Now before we get started, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more videos just like this, then definitely hit like and subscribe. It's the best way to show your support for the channel. And while you're at it, go check out my partners at Movie Scene Canada as well. So, we have The White Tiger. Now, a lot of people are like, you know what, is this just like the Slumdog Millionaire reincarnated? While yes, it does take place in India, and sure, some of those same themes and messages are there, but these are two different movies. Now, unfortunately, Slumdog Millionaire is a better movie than this. This isn't the next Best Picture winner, but this is still a good movie. But it's a story that we've seen multiple times before. It's the rags to riches story. You know, we see a character who's down on his luck, sometimes living in a really bad neighborhood, and this time we see our main character Balram living in the slums. And then of course he sees an opportunity to become a driver for a very rich family, and then he works his way up the ranks. Now, like I've said, we've seen similar stories to this before. However, I'm of the mindset that you can tell me the same story over and over and over again as long as you bring a new, fresh take to it and it's presented in a new coat of paint. And for the most part, this movie does that. And with the rags to riches story, the main element to that is that you feel inspired watching that. You want to take a look at your own life and go, you know what, I'm going to work very hard, I'm going to get to the top. And even if the main character in the movie does some pretty heinous crimes and does some pretty unmorally just things, you still like the main character anyway, and you still want to see them succeed. And at the center of the story, you have Balram, played by Adarsh Gourav. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I apologize if I mispronounced that, but he brings this wonderful energy to the movie. He's so endearing, so likable, so funny, and he's extremely relatable and sympathizing. Now, I don't know what it's like to live in a slum in India, but you are able to relate to his struggles, wanting more, wanting to provide for his family, not wanting to be a servant, and getting on the same side as your main character in a rags to riches movie, especially when, you know, there's some unmorally just actions being taken. You want to care for the main character, you want to be on their side, and luckily, this story has a great protagonist. So the basics for this story are here. And from a filmmaking standpoint, it's well directed, it's well written, it looks really nice, the cinematography is really great in this movie, the soundtrack, the production design, all of it is really well done in this movie. However, there are some issues, and the biggest one to me is the pacing. Now, again, I was involved in the story, I like the main character, I wanted to see him succeed, so of course I'm going to be invested into the story because of that. However, there were some moments where I felt like we knew the information already, we got everything we needed to know, now let's push the story forward, but it seemed like it was taking a very long time for the story to actually progress. And when looking at the overall structure of the movie, and I won't get into spoilers, so don't worry, but this movie feels like one giant first act. And it's because the payoff in the end is not what you'd expect. Like I said before, you've seen this story many times before. It's done in so many different Scorsese movies, right? It's basically his patented structure. But this movie, it kind of has a twist on it, and it's not what you expect. And I thought, man, if that was the reveal at the end of the first act going into the second act, then acts 2 and 3, I'd be very, very engaged. But that's the end of the movie. So again, maybe it's because of the structure that I wasn't completely involved the entire time and it was very hard for me to stay engaged the entire time. There were many moments in this movie where I just felt frustrated because I'm like, I like what I'm seeing, but I'm checking my watch because I'm like, let's get going here. But luckily enough, overall, I did enjoy this movie. Nothing special, right? Nothing where I'll be raving to my friends for days and days and days, but a solid watch, a solidly made movie. I'm giving The White Tiger a 3 out of 5. It's nice to see this story take place in India. You know, I've seen this story take place in every single American city. It's nice to see this story take place around the world. And yes, I know I gotta watch more movies from other cultures as well to see that story take place in different cultures, but it is nice to see it take place in India. It was nice to see the culture a little bit, and it was a well-told story. So, thumbs up from me, but again, it's nothing that will really blow your socks off. But what about you guys? Have you guys seen The White Tiger? What is your favorite rags to riches story? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And again, like I said in the beginning, if you're new to this channel and you want to see more videos just like it, then definitely hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.